Hey there, you voracious pillworms. I bet you're wondering, where have you been? Which is a good question. The long and short of it, work. I didn't think that my holiday rush would begin in September and end about a week and a half ago, but that's how it is. And I thought working in finance, I wouldn't have to deal with that, but nope. But yeah, working 60-hour weeks, I couldn't do anything. Didn't have time to do shit. But that is about ended about a week and a half ago, and I just took a couple of days off for just me. Uh, and here we are. That's why I didn't get this at the end of the year. So you may be asking yourself, so what's up with every with Nagamagab? Because that's what I'm here for. There are a bunch of episodes in cooking, right? In cooking. I don't like that. There are a couple in the oven rather right now. Like there are two of them that have like their audio just done. The audio's just done, and one or two more that have the script just done because I want to see if I can just kind of get about four or five done or almost done, and then just sort of release them in like little batches. I think that might be a good idea, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Um, or maybe release them in little batches and then like take a week or two to gather up some more or something like that. I think that might be a sustainable way of doing it without burning myself out. um Speaking of, you won't see this immediately, but I think I want to talk about some other stuff for Mega Macabre. Like, of course, there still be the cool one shot chapters because I love those, but I think we will also try to shine some aspects on other sections of the anime community. Not in like a bravado way, but if you saw the convention episode, think something like that. Uh, because I just think that kind of thing is cool. I don't know why I keep looking at the camera like that. Because I keep trying to avoid looking myself in the eye because it's very difficult. Okay, so there you go. More Man We Cop next week. As for the Doom Train, I think the Doom Train has reached its destination because I'm not like in my head, right? Like Saw and Yu-Gi-Oh are very much related. Those two that makes sense to me, right? There's a guy playing games where a guy dies at the end. There's a guy who sets you up for games that dies at the end. But in reality, those two things like aren't like those aren't really connected. Like there needs, if I want to do something like that, I need to give it some more connective tissue, which is fine. So I guess I'm going to do a as of yet unnamed, even though I've already recorded one, uh, J horror podcast where every week or so we're going to look at something else. The first one is going to be something that I didn't think I was going to until I realized it was kind of timely and said, okay, well, let's just go for it. So you'll see that. Let's see. You're probably going to see this like Wednesday night or Thursday, so probably Friday, I'm guessing. So look forward to that. That will probably come out like every 2 weeks or so. I should have thought of a name. I should have had a name to give you, but I got nothing. I'd like to go with Halloween, but that seems kind of hard to pull. So I had a burp there. Sorry, everyone. I know I let you down with my burp. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, well, great. Just making that to let you know what the deal is. And I guess just to pump out some video links because people love to hear the sound of my voice. Okay, so goals for this year, because I think people like to do this for last year, like at the end of the previous year, but I was taking time off, so I don't know what to tell you. One, be consistent, or at least kind of consistent. Like I don't want to have like a month pass for at least a couple of months without everything falling apart. So yeah, I'd like to do more Mang Macabre and other stuff. Two, I noticed that I'm a big fat weeaboo, but with a very genuine love for like horror that isn't like either that sort of in passing occasional shout out to it, where like the only one that people mention are like maybe Junji Ito or the occasional Paprika, and that's not trying to no true Scotsman anyone, but just sort of a observation that I kind of noticed where there might be a guy that mostly knows about like magical girl shows, or like someone that mostly knows about like shows where the boys are punching each other in the head. I don't really see that quite as much for manga, or horror manga, that is. Like, I see it a little bit. I even know, people that, do the same weirdo collector thing I do. Although usually limiting to more, like, contemporary stuff. Like, it's pretty often that you'll see a wall of manga with a couple of Gyos and Uzumakis and, I'm a Hero and Franken Friends, sprinkled in there. But, this year, how people go, ooh, I want to be a YouTube man full-time or whatever have you. See, me, I want to be the horror dude. I want to live up to the goals that I'm setting up for myself and filling the much needed role of being that dude. Because if there can be listen, okay. I know I'm a scumfuck degenerate, right? Because I spent like $20 something on. Ooh, does that have a titty in it? Did I put that all the way up? Can I? On like Legend of the Overfiend, right? I spent like $20 on it because I just like gore. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. Like I'm pre-ordering my Junji Itos like 8 months in advance, and hunting down those out of print thingies, right? And that sort of made me think a little bit. If there's a dude I can go to. And this is a hypothetical me. If there's a dude I can go to, if I can have an expert I can call up on, like, Sailor Moon. If there's a dude I can call up on, like, hey, I want to see some possibly way too young girls doing things that are safe for work, but, I'd get fired for if I got caught at work watching this. There's a dude for that. There's a dude for that. If you want to see, like, ooh, boy, World War II was, it's pretty lit, but what if it had robots? There's a dude you can call on for that, but, I don't know if there's a dude that you can call on where, like, listen, I need to know that, like, somebody's head goes flying right the fuck off. That's me. That's 2019, guys. Hopefully we'll get there.